You stride into Monday's all hands, ready to dazzle, but to everyone else, you're Casper in khakis. In 2025, 43% of remote workers learned they were laid off by Slack ping no. One could picture their face. If the people who print budgets, hand out board seats, and write history books don't see you, you don't exist. Ready for 13 brutally fixable reasons why? Let's blur the line literally. Office politics in 2025 ISNT just Game of Thrones with less armor at S streaming at 1.5 times speed. Corporate giants now demand 5-day FaceTime, while startups court talent with couch-based freedom. Only 27.9% of paid working days are still remote. So anyone outside HQ risks dissolving in the C-suite's blind spot. Meanwhile, 57% of recently laid-off Americans got the news by email or phone when leaders don TCU. They can delete you without blinking. Machiavelli would call that a visibility tax, pay it or pay the price. Buckle up, 13 habits are about to surface, and habit 3 alone can stall your career for years. 500 years before Slack pings, Machiavelli wrote The Prince as a survival manual for courtiers who could be beheaded before lunch. His thesis, reality beats ideals every Tuesday, he coined. The nerve to bend chaos and blamed Fortuna when clueless nobles blamed fate. Fast forward to 2025 boardrooms. Fortuna is a surprise reorg. Is knowing the CFO's coffee order and the CEO's panic metric before either hits the dashboard? Machiavelli's timeless rules? Make the ruler's job easier. Be seen solving, never squeaking. Keep back-channel allies warm because today's intern could be tomorrow's Series B kingmaker. Fail to practice, and Fortuna will gladly file your badge under former. Think of these habits as stealth mode you never meant to activate. Every time you repeat one, you slide further under the radar until the talent review becomes an archaeological dig. Each mini-story hits 4 beats. The symptom, why power tunes it out, a 2025 cameo. And a Machiavellian fix you can test before tomorrow's lunch. Habit 1. Proximity blindness working from the couch feels productive. Power still lives where the elevator dings. The CEO's memory is floor plan based. People I saw today equals doers. Fix. Sync at least one anchor day with decision makers. Then score quick saw you micro victories at the coffee machine. Habit 2. Camera off. Engagement 0. A dark square whispers, I'm folding laundry. Leaders subconsciously score you lower on energy and trust when they can't read your face. Turn the camera on, light yourself like a tiny talk show host, and use chat to sprinkle digital applause they can't ignore. Habit 3. No sponsor, no spotlight promotions aren't merit badges. They're adoption papers signed by someone already at the big table. Identify a leader whose pain you can solve, deliver one win, then ask for tactical advocacies, small, specific, repeatable. Habit 4. Ignoring the gatekeeper, the executive assistant is the firewall between you and oblivion. Treat them like furniture and watch invite links vaporize. Learn their priorities, pronounce their name correctly, and pre-format requests so they look like magicians delivering solutions. Habit 5. Inbox novels. Power players skim the first 2 lines, then triage by headache size. If your email begins with a Dickensian preamble, it's headed for later. Lead with the ask. 1 data point, 1 deadline, and a recommendation right like each word costs $1. Habit 6. Guess up managing. Assuming your boss's priorities is sprinting in the wrong direction while they cheer someone else. Use a weekly 1-pager goals, blockers, decisions needed to lock alignment, and keep your name on their mental dashboard. Habit 7. Missing the moment you crafted the perfect proposal 2 days after the budget closed. Timing beats eloquence. Track decision calendars, pitch when the window is open, even if the deck isn't Instagram ready. Rough and on time outranks polished and late every quarter. Habit 8. Functional silo prison. Staying in your lane is safe until the highway merges into a cliff. Cross-functional projects create spotlight spillover. Volunteer for that AI ethics task force or newsroom market pilot. When legal, product, and comms all know your name, invisibility becomes impossible. Habit 9. Opinions minus evidence. Leaders hear opinions all day. What they crave are bets with odds. Attach a KPI, survey stat, or revenue delta. Data turns a hot take into a credible wager and makes power remember you as the person with receipts. Habit 10. Perpetual fine. Mode. Executives want decisive allies, not human shrugged emojis. If every update is fine, they assume nothing's critical and route resources elsewhere. Offer options A and B. Recommend a list one trade off you'll graduate from reporter to co-author overnight. Habit 11. Attention overload. Slide decks with 47 bullet walls are lullabies. Compressed to one headline per slide, one ask per email, one story per meeting. Clarity becomes their mental caffeine, and caffeine addicts invite you back. Habit 12. Underestimating bias, women still get interrupted twice as often. And ideas from underrepresented colleagues are repeated by louder voices with zero credit. Pre-circulate proposals, enlist allies to echo your name, and claim space without apology. Habit 13. Busyness does not equal presence. Your back-to-back schedule may impress Fitbit, but leaders parse outcomes, not pulse rate. Swap one low-value meeting for 90 minutes of deep work that moves a top metric, then broadcast the result, not the exhaustion. Deploy on Monday. Presence signal. Book a 15-minute coffee walk by when the boss lands. Sponsor play. Email a win recap, CC the sponsor, title it credit check. Gatekeeper ritual. Subject line, FYI 2-line, ask why it helps leader. 5-line exec email. Open gives data, gives ask, gives deadline, gives GIF level thanks. Alignment reset, weekly one-pager. Goals, blockers, decisions needed. Interrupt shield slip talking points to an ally for real-time amplification. Power dashboards track 5 signals. Revenue per office, seat posts, RTO math, deciding which leases die. Attrition risk heat map, Gen Z flight risk spikes when mentorship dries up. AI productivity delta teams proving an 18% lift with co-pilots get budget love. Everyone else gets an efficiency review. Regulatory storm alerts, FTC antitrust probes, plus the Senate's new Deepfake Disclosure Act. Public narrative temp weather, President Trump's Made in AI America tour, name drops your brand. If your work doesn't tick one of those boxes, you're glorified data exhaust. Score yourself on the 13 habits. Yes equals 1, no equals 0. Totals, 0-4 equals green. 5-8 equals amber. 9-13 equals red. Screenshot your total and park it on your monitor. Pick your highest scoring habit and run its reversal for a week. Visibility is turning small dials, not heroic leaps. Twist 3 dials and the room's perception diagram redraws itself. Jump cuts. Remote analyst sinks HQ Thursdays, CFO high fives after seeing her deck. Mid-career dad swaps inbox novels for 5-line blast response time halves. Product-led lands exec sponsor, joins mixed reality pilot, appears on the stock call slide. On-screen text. Next episode. How they did it. Heartbeat-based sting. Viewers smash subscribe before the screen even fades. 13 habits, 13 reversals. Pick one tonight, test it tomorrow, and in 7 days tell me which boardroom glare turned into a grin. Machiavelli's ghost is waiting in the comments. She Fortuna hates spoilers.